My suggestions. How to make a big impact on the low vibration of this evil system of harm. This all came about from listening to solutions from the common law groups, which in general are doing a great job. However, I feel we still are missing a very important point. Yes, same old story to me. I don't believe you will change this system by working under or with their rules. That to me falls under the Energy Harvesting Act, that is simply going to wear us out, and still maintain their fear-based system to operate for so much longer, until they get their way, by vaccinating all of us, and reducing our will and ability to fight back or finally killing us off. That is their plan. And I see we are all falling into line with it. Time is short, and they know it, and I do see a little headway, but too little to have any great impact, for now, as so many are still in the mind that we can defeat them within their own courts. As I said, this is focusing our energy too much back into their system once again.
The only freedom you'll get is in your mind, and not so much in the physical. This is how they have us trapped, in this illusional mind game, whereas all it needs is a reboot of your mind, or a reset. In other words, all we do now is think of a way out. Through beating the courts, you may see small wins here, but never big enough to do much damage, and it is usually done by one or two individuals at a time. More energy harvesting, which is searching down that never-ending rabbit hole. This was shown to us in the movies, like The Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland. There were so many wake-up calls portrayed, and up front in your face. And another was The Matrix, but again people just couldn't see the hidden messages, which they were showing the solution or a way out, and also highlighting the predicted future they are planning. And from there, it was planted into our subconscious minds, where at some point in time forward, the collective will create it into their reality. So we are just as much to blame for all this chaos and fear that is taking place, as we the people accepted it, and went along with it. Again with our non-thinking participating energy, just a thought. From my perspective, once you get to know this duality game of illusion, you will understand that it all relates to your reality, which is, I have explained, is all within, which could be called your common law rights of the living, and the other is the outside world of commerce, or the crown corporate world of the fiction person. Now, this is where their rules of assumptions and presumptions is the only way that we have been tricked into believing it somehow is real, and the way the law works. However, you will soon discover it is all to benefit the corporate rule, and to distract us from finding out who we are, and knowing that we, as the living, have far more power and authority than we realize, while being harvested for our energy. And this will also indicate to you if there really is a legitimate and binding contract between the crown corporate laws and we of the living. So, if you have watched my previous videos explaining the rules of contracting, these do not and cannot exist between the living and the corporate fiction.
Now, all I can add to that is, everything starts and finishes with you, so that goes for everyone as an individual. And the other point I am putting out there is, knowing who you are will give you the answers you need to what you need to do. This I see will bring you into a new confidence and awareness of self. Once you're in that position, you will learn to think for yourself. Now, all I can add to that is, everything starts and finishes with you, so that goes for everyone as an individual, and the other point I am putting out there is, knowing who you are will give you the answers you need to what you need to do. This I see will bring you into a new confidence and awareness of self. Once you're in that position, you will learn to think for yourself. Instead of being told how and what to think by someone else, you will also feel more at peace and will know what you need to do. That makes you happier and more at ease with the decisions you make, knowing that with your newfound confidence, you will find your mind will be open to more meaningful solutions. So I still do not agree. We try and fix this problem by using their rules of engagement. Stop participating with your emotional energy, which is based on ego, which again is not from the true self. But of course this will determine your depth of knowledge as well, that will guide you to the best solution for you. This does not mean you sit back and do nothing. This is designed to help you come up with a better solution, and by saving your valuable energy. Once you reach this level of understanding who you are, you will be in a more balanced state of mind, and you will find that power within, being activated more efficiently, and in your knowing, is to turn more of that valuable energy inward, and to think more with your heart.
This will then show you another of creation's laws, of, so within, so without. Let's face it, if you do not go within, you'll go without. Makes sense to me. This takes me back to my earlier statement, that shows, you mirror out everything from within, out to the collective, and this will achieve another principle that shows you the oneness and alignment of all that is, and what we need to do. By simply using our power of thought alone, by believing in the self. Whereas this whole game is all based on the illusion of authority over you. This is again all mind control. I know you all are aware and know this, so let us all focus more inward to take back our power that has been stolen away by not thinking for ourselves. This is the knowledge they don't want you to know about. Stay in honor to creation is what I was taught, and that is why I entered the court with my newfound confidence of knowing who I was and who I was not. Just to prove that very point, and to show how I was in my own jurisdiction under the laws of creation, of do no harm.
Belief is the enemy of knowledge. So, we are all responsible for creating our own reality. This is why the world is in such a mess, due to people's beliefs in things that are not real. And also I ask you focus more inward, as this is where your knowledge will be found. Whereas belief, or believing, will come more from an outside perspective, and not always useful, as it comes from someone else's experiences of what they see. Therefore it becomes second-hand evidence and is therefore not necessarily true. Whereas, coming from source will guide you to a more reliable and tailored truth for you, if done within the law of attraction correctly. This can be achieved by aligning your thought frequency to that laid out by the law. Once done correctly, you will receive the true answers at the right time you need them after you allow it. Thank you.
On a final note, people see what they are told to see, and think what they are told to think, as they are fully controlled by their nefarious overlords. think on that for a while? You are the only authority, creator, and savior in your reality, where no man or entity can control or lord over you. You are the one. And you are the law, so if you take note, and obey those instructions, laid out by your creator, you will come out on top, regardless of the chaos and dramas that may come your way. Now, do I have to repeat this, or not? Be confident, and above all, simply, be. This is what consciousness is all about. Being in the present is simply, to be. Thank you.
And, hi, Scott, cheers.
From your hosts, Scott and Matthew, here speaking on behalf of Pete. Much love to you all.
Hello, this is Pete. Just to wrap up this final section, I would like to leave you with a couple of these final thoughts. Very important we get the message as much as we can as to the laws of the universe, which cannot be got away from. Nobody escapes. You must adhere to these laws in order to have a productive and successful lifestyle. Okay, first of all, I would like to add a little bit more to the belief is the enemy of knowledge. So, in summary, we are all responsible for creating our own reality. This is why the world is in such a mess, due to people's beliefs in things or events that are not real. This is all about your reality, not anybody else's. Just bear that in mind. Believing is what you have been told from others, over and over again. This is an energy game, or drain, I like to call it. We are all experiencing at this time, keeping you busy and distracted from where you should be looking. A simple rule to follow here is observe more and do not absorb these events and dramas that are happening all around you. So now I will ask you to focus more inward, as this is where your true knowledge will be found. Whereas belief or believing will come more from the outside, an outside perspective. And it is not always useful, as it comes from someone else's experiences of what they see or what they want you to hear. Therefore, it becomes second-hand evidence or beliefs, and is not necessarily true, or is there to deceive you. Whereas coming from source will guide you to a more reliable and tailored truth just for your needs, if done within the laws of attraction correctly. Some might describe this as a talk with God, or receiving information from the higher self. This can be achieved by aligning your thought frequency to that laid out by the law of the matching frequency of the universe, which, as you should know, is that of pure love and light, or the harmonizing frequency of 432 Hertz. Once done correctly, you then, by imagining in great detail what you want to manifest, and once you know how to bring the image into your present moment, you will then bring it into your reality. Also, when in that state of mind, you can ask questions about things you would like to know that are troubling you, or what you need to do to move on, after which you will receive the right answers at the right time as you need them, once you allow and accept that flow of energy. This will only happen once you learn to simply be. Relax and be still. This is the art of being present, or in the moment, where there is no past and no future. Again, looking inward and focusing on your body and your breathing. Then to shut down all thought and not letting your mind wander to any outside distractions, and not listening to what others say about you or what they think you should be doing. Once you learn the art and can do it efficiently, you will find information and events may come into your reality without you even looking for it. This is called synchronicity. This may happen by not even thinking about it. Distractions from the outside world was the process used to trap us and keep us busy, always looking for the answers to the dramas and a way out. This was how our minds were taken over, by draining and harvesting our energy to feed the system's beast. I hope that helps you understand more about yourself and your best use of the endless energy source that you are. This is the best and only way I know of finding yourself, and to hold onto the power you need to move ahead, and that you didn't realize you even had. Then you stand in your own authority and truth of who you are, where none shall trespass, and to simply be the best version of you can, as a carbon copy will never be acceptable. You are in the driver's seat now, so love it and live it. That is your responsibility and your gift from creation. Thank you, one and all.